everyone, it's Hannah here and thanks for coming to my channel. Alright guys, in today's video I'll be giving a review on Rare Beauty by Selena Gomez's first makeup launch. All this stuff right here. So before we get into this video, make sure you subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, because I do post new videos here every week. Also go ahead and follow me on Instagram at Thehennaali, because I'm always on Instagram if not here on YouTube. And without further ado guys, let's just get straight into this video. Alright everyone, this is my complete bare face. Now I do not have the primer or setting spray from Rare Beauty's first launch. I just thought it wouldn't work for my skin because I do have oily to combination, and I know it's supposed to be a very glowy, dewy primer and mist, and that's usually not my go-to. I like to be a little matte, so I'm going to use this one as the True Matte Pro Filter Mattifying Primer by Fenty Beauty, and I just take a little bit, not too much, just that much, and I use it mainly on my T-zone, just the areas I know I tend to get oily throughout the day. And I used to be really obsessed with about pore filling primers and whatnot, but I've definitely changed my skincare. I've been really focusing on my skincare to where I don't really feel like I need to specifically only look for pore filling products, just because I feel like my skincare has definitely gotten so much better and I've seen a really significant difference in my skin. It definitely keeps the T-zone matte, but it doesn't suck the life out of my skin, so I like this one a lot. Okay, so I do have the Rare Beauty foundation. Here is what the foundation brush looks like. Super dense, soft bristles. Now the brush does retail for $28, which is a little high in price, but I will say compared to other brushes, this is still on the more mid-range price, because I know the Fenty Beauty foundation brush is probably $34 while this is $28, so it's still a little cheaper than your other brands, but it definitely is an expensive brush. So you definitely don't need to buy this brush. There are so many affordable brush brands like Ego Tools that I love that have really great foundation brushes, but I really just wanted to try it out, just to try out the Rare Beauty collection, well at least some of the products, and I really wanted to try this out. Here we have the Liquid Touch Weightless foundation by Rare Beauty. I will say this packaging is really pleasing and aesthetically pleasing to the eye. I think it's super perfect for that very millennial look, which I am a millennial myself. And I picked it up in the shade 280N, so I'm really excited to see how this works with my skin tone. But the packaging is just so pretty, and then you have to shake it like so. It's like an elixir serum foundation, and it is a doe foot applicator, which if you're a hygiene person you will not like that applicator, but I'm really excited for this app. Way easier to apply foundation on the skin that way. I did not pick up the beauty sponge just because I didn't really think I liked it, and honestly I've been using brushes a lot lately, so we're just gonna go in. This is the only foundation shade I have, so let's hope for the best. And that looks pretty spot on with just that one swipe, so I'm hoping this matches. You know, we'll see. I'm going to do one side of my face first, and that probably was a little bit too much. You don't really want to go in much because it's supposed to be more of a natural finish foundation. It does build, but when you're doing a natural finish foundation, you don't really want to go too heavy, you know, unless, I mean, that's your preference. But let's go ahead and blend this out, shall we? Ooh, I like that. This is actually really perfect for getting it right underneath here and in these little crevices because it's pointed, so that's really good. So that's a really pretty match. I think that's like a perfect shade match for me. I'm gonna make sure just to shake it up, because I know it says to shake well because it is a very liquidy foundation. So far this side looks really nice, but let's see how it looks. So I will say I like this brush. It's blending the foundation out really well, and I like the shape of the brush too. It's really easy to get into the nook and crannies of my face, blend upwards, because I don't really want to go too full coverage with this foundation, just because I feel like this kind of foundation is your everyday wear. Let me just take some down my neck. Whatever is left over, I am taking it down my neck. And that is what the foundation is looking like on my skin. That actually looks really, really pretty. Not gonna lie. And I do have combination to oily skin. I deal with a lot of acne scarring, large porous texture, but surprisingly this is looking really pretty on my skin. I'm not mad at it whatsoever. Now I know she didn't come out with a setting powder, but just because I am a little oily, I'm probably gonna have to set just a little bit, like right here in the T-zone, because no matter what foundation I wear, I have to set because your girl is oily. But we'll get to that when we have to. Okay, now I'm going to go into the Liquid Touch Brightening Concealer. Here you go. And this one retails for $19, which is pretty decent for a liquid concealer from Sephora. And this is also in the shade 280, and I guess they kind of go inside the shades. This is how the applicator looks inside. It's definitely a different applicator. I don't know if you can see that slant. That's what that looks like there. So let's just go straight into applying concealer. And I don't really do heavy concealer. I know a lot of people do like huge triangles. I don't. Feel like why waste so much product just to cover up, you know, you could definitely cover up your under eyes with just a little bit. You don't need too much. So it's very creamy, so I could have honestly gone with less product. Yeah, it's super creamy, this concealer. So I have this concealer brush from Fenty. I forgot to pick up the Rare Beauty concealer brush, but I have this one, so let's see how this one is. Because I like to kind of spread the product out with the brush, and then I'll go over with the blender if I have to. But that's blending out like a dream, you guys. This concealer is so creamy. It's blending out beautifully. So the product is definitely spreading out as well. Look at that. Corners of my nose, because I do tend to get a little dark there. But guys, this concealer, I could have used way less, I think. I'm gonna take it up on my eye. I don't normally like to use a concealer as my eye primer, just because it's not the same tackiness, you know, whatnot. Concealer tends to crease under eyes, so it's going to crease on the lid as well. But just because I have so much concealer, that's the only reason why I'm okay with taking it up there today. Make sure that's blended out properly. Just kind of going over with the Blendiful. You guys see this, right? This looks gorgeous. The concealer is so nice, so creamy, blended out so well, and that shade's really great. But I really love how that's sitting on my face. The foundation and the concealer combo are really, really good together. Okay, I do definitely want to set my foundation and concealer, but I think I'm going to save that for last after doing like the blush and bronzing the skin, just because I am using cream liquid product. Save the powder for last. Before I go into adding blush, I'm gonna add some bronzer because Rare Beauty did not have a bronzer in her launch, which I'm pretty sure they will sooner or later, but they don't have one now. So I'm just gonna take this Milk Makeup Baked bronzer stick right here. Alright, so the next product we're going to be using is blush, and that is their Soft Pinch Liquid Blush right here. This is in the shade Joy, and these liquid blushes retail for $20. Now, I know these are supposed to be extremely pigmented, so we're going to be a little smart on how we go about this. I'm going to use this brush right here. It's this Morphe M427, and this is really great for like cream and liquid products, and I've used this for liquid blushes before, cream blushes before. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just take a little bit on the back of my hand right here. That's actually not a little bit, that's a lot, but that's okay. We're going to make this work. That's actually way more than I wanted to take. But I'm just going to kind of dab some of it off, because as you can see, it's a very, very pigmented blush. So whatever is left there, that's kind of what I'm going to use on my face, because I know this blush is very pigmented, and the lighting definitely the light really diffuses the shade sometimes, the colors on my face, but the blush is very, very pigmented than I'm used to. I don't even really wear blush usually, so this is different than what I'm used to. See, it's a little pinky, but that's okay. And then I'm just gonna take it again on my hand right there, and I'm just gonna apply it like so. And this is in the shade Joy, if I didn't mention that yet. As you can see, I definitely am building it up because I don't want to mess up on the skin. I know you can definitely blend it out, but this is just a better way to build your blush. If it's a very pigmented product, you really want to build at it. You don't have to rush and force it. You can always just build it up to your liking. So that's kind of what I'm doing right now, because I don't want to go all in with this blush and then regret it later. And then honestly, if you want to kind of diffuse that more, if you think this is still too much, which I honestly like it like this, you can always go back in with your foundation brush and just go over, you guys. Nothing too biggie. Yeah, there you go. But I think the blush looks really pretty like that. But I will say I'm kind of happy with that, because the first thing to usually fade throughout the day is your blush. So I'm kind of happy that the blush is a little bit more pigmented, so you don't have to worry about putting too much and it having to go away so quickly in the day. Now the next thing I'm going to go into is the liquid luminizer, and the shade I have here is Mesmerize. And then when you open it up, it has that same applicator as the concealer. Let's see how it is with the finger, and then I can use the applicator. And I'm kind of just applying it where I naturally would glow on the skin, you know? Oh, that's pretty. That's a very natural glow. Do you guys see that? Applicator, actually. That's probably too much. I would recommend just blending these out with your finger first, or applying it on the finger. But you can definitely blend these out. Yeah, look, see, I think it looks really pretty blended out. Okay, so before I continue on, I want to just set my under eyes, and just like right here where I know I get shiny throughout the day. Otherwise, I don't really set the rest of my face, not of usual. I kind of just do my main T-zone oily spots. And I'm gonna go on my Blendiful. That's usually what I just like to set my makeup with lately. I'm gonna just set my under eyes just to avoid creasing. See, just a little bit right there, and then a little bit right here on my nose, because I tend to get really shiny on the nose. Just kind of right here, that little area, because I know I get shiny in this area, and just right in the middle of my forehead. That's pretty much all the spots I'm going to set. Now I'm gonna go in with their Brow Harmony pencil and gel, which retails for $22, and this is what it looks like. It's a double-ended, the brow gel from what I see, and then on the other side you have your brow pencil, which it kind of reminds me of the brow styler, except the brow styler, it's not a brow gel, it's like a pigment. So this is definitely different than what I've seen on the market for makeup. So let's try these on the brow. And I know they don't have a spoolie on this product, but honestly at this point I own so many spoolies. You can get disposable spoolies as well, a pack of them, so it doesn't bother me that there's not a spoolie on there. No picky, you guys. I'm gonna go ahead and use this brow product, but let's see how it works. I'm kind of gonna try my best to do light strokes, because I already have very thick brows on its own, so I don't need too much help in that department. And towards the end, really. I got it in the shade Deep Brown, by the way, if you're wondering. Now I'm gonna try the brow gel, because why not, just for the heck of it. I'm actually really into brow gels lately. I use the Gimme Brow, and M Cosmetics has a brow gel. I've been using those a lot more than other brow products lately. So me personally, I really can't tell you brow wise, because I'm very blessed with very thick full brows. So even when I do my brows, it's not a huge difference. So I wouldn't be able to tell you like if this is a mind-blowing brow product, but it looks nice what it did do. I'm gonna go ahead and just do my eyeshadow off camera, and then we'll kind of go into the next product. Okay guys, so I went ahead and just did a very subtle, very pretty makeup look. I used this palette. It's the Divine Skies eyeshadow palette from M Cosmetics. So pretty. I love using this on an everyday basis. As you can see, I've definitely used it quite a bit, and I just thought it fit the aesthetic of Rare Beauty's packaging and the whole look, the vibe. But now I'm going to go into the Perfect Strokes matte liquid liner, and this retails for $19. And I love that it gives me that like expensive pen look. So when you take it off, that's what it looks like. It's like that brush marker tip. Alright, that looks pretty good. I will say it's very easy to get heavy-handed with this liquid liner, because it is that marker type. But other than that, I think you can get really pretty wing and stroke. I know I did a very skinny kind of wing thing going on. Okay, so I went ahead and applied the lashes. I think it just adds a little in the face. So the next item I have is the With Gratitude Dewy Lip Balm, and I have it in the shade Empathy. So this is how the packaging looks like. You can see here, and it is like a magnetic thing, but it's not super magnetic, so you might want to be careful with that. Lip balm, and I got it in the shade Empathy, and that's what that looks like right there. I'm gonna just apply this on the lips, because why not? Oh wow, that's actually more pigmented than I thought it would be. So when I was picking them out, I was thinking of going with the shade Praise, but I like this shade a lot. But that's really pretty. I could actually finish off the look with this lip balm and it would look really pretty. Alright guys, so the last items I have from the new Rare Beauty collection is their Lip Souffle Matte Lip Creams, and I have two shades here. I have the shade Inspire and Brave. They're both very pretty. I'm gonna go in with the shade in Brave first, and these do retail for $20, and that is what your applicator looks like. These are supposed to be like a whipped moussey kind of liquid lipstick. I wouldn't even call them a liquid lipstick because they're not completely transfer proof. They're not budge proof. They're supposed to be a comfortable hydrating mousse type of lip cream. Okay, so I'm going in the shade Bright. I think this is a very, very pretty color. I love how it looks on my lips. Guys, this lip cream is so soft, whipped, and just that moussey texture is there. It feels like almost like a cloud on my lips. I usually don't do liquid lipsticks anymore, and I really avoid dry, matte, budge-proof lipsticks because they dry my lips out like the Sahara Desert. But this I could definitely get on board with wearing. I know it's not going to be transfer proof, but this actually, I would love to wear this. Alright, so the next shade is in Inspire, and this is the one that Selena, and in the campaign they were wearing this shade. Alright you guys, and this is the shade in Inspire. I can definitely understand why there's a hype around this shade. It is very pretty, it's very flattering. It goes really well with the blush. I actually really like this a lot, and I think I want to add just a little bit more blush to the skin. Wow, that is really, really pretty. I like this color a lot. I think it is a very pretty shade. I really like it. I think this is a nice. What do you guys think? Alright you guys, so that is the complete look that I achieved using the new products from Rare Beauty by Selena Gomez. I guess let's just go through a quick breakdown of each product that I tried. So the first product I tried is this one right here. It is the foundation, and I use the shade 280N. I will say, if you're looking for that very natural finish, second skin, very everyday foundation, you'll definitely enjoy this a lot. And mind you, I am oily to combination skin, and it's looking really great on my skin. The only thing I will recommend is that if you are oily to combination, you might want to just go ahead and set your T-zone or the areas that you do get shiny, because it is kind of like that natural skin, very dewy look. You might see that a little bit with it. I will say the next product has to be it blew me away, and that's the concealer. I think this concealer is so creamy, so blendable. A little bit goes a long way. I honestly think the concealer is even better than the foundation. Wait, it's $19. I think the concealer is really nice, and you'll enjoy this a lot. I know I did, and it looks beautiful on my skin right now. It looks beautiful under the eyes. Now I will mention the one brush I did get from Rare Beauty. It is their foundation brush. It applies the foundation beautifully. I do enjoy this brush, and I will be using it more often for my foundation. Do I think it's worth the $28? I think whatever you have at home, a beauty sponge, a brush will do. This is more just for a luxe experience, but for $28 you can definitely find something more affordable. The next product I want to go into is the Rare Beauty Brow Harmony, the brow product, and I have it in the shade Deep Brown. I will say the brow gel is really nice. It's very pigmented. I could probably go with just using this alone on my brows because I do have very, very full brows. The pencil side, however, it is a little bit more on the thickums side, so I don't see this working for everyone. If you like more of a precise hair strokes, you won't like it, but it does retail for $22, and you're basically getting two products in one. I think this will be really great to stick in my purse or to travel with, so I'm excited to keep using this. I really, really like the gel side, so I'll probably be using that a lot more often than you might think. The liquid liner from Rare Beauty, the Perfect Strokes matte liquid liner. I definitely wouldn't say this is a matte liquid liner. It is a little bit shiny still, but it's still very pretty. It is not the most extreme black liquid liner on the market, but it's not terrible either. So this is definitely, I'll be picking it up and using it whenever, you know, I like to switch through my liners and use them. But will I say this is like, oh my god, you must have liquid liner? No, but if you want to check it out, it's a pretty good liner. It does the job. Moving on to the Soft Pinch blush. This is actually in the shade Joy, and it's their Dewy brush. I actually like this blush a lot. I think it's very pretty. A little bit goes a long way. And I know I've seen a lot of people going straight into applying it on the cheeks, and then it's too much and it's hard to work with. For me, whenever I use cream liquid products, I like to put it on the back of my hand and then kind of go in with the brush and then apply it, because you know, it's all about building. I think building is very important. I could definitely add on way more blush, but I'm not a super like blush person, so going a little bit more is better, because over the period of the day, the amount of time you're gonna be wearing your makeup, it will fade. So I actually appreciate this blush a lot, and I definitely want to check out the other shades from this blush collection. Now the liquid luminizer, the highlighter, it is pretty. It's very, very natural on the skin, which I appreciate. I'm not a super highlighted person anymore. I think that like era of doing very blinding highlight has kind of died down, and I think for good it's all about just glowing within, and this does give me that. So I enjoyed this, and I put it in the inner corners, so I don't mind this liquid luminizer at all. I definitely will be using this more often. The next item is the Dewy lip balm. I do like this. It's definitely more pigmented than I thought, so I will be picking up the clear one as well, just, you know, for the days I don't really want to have a color, especially with masks. I like to wear balms all the time with my face mask, so this one might get all over my mask, so I'll probably pick up the clear one for, you know, those days. But it is a really nice lip balm. So yeah, that's all I really have to say about it. And then the last items are the lip souffles matte lip creams, and I have the shades in Brave and Inspire, which I have on right now. I think this is such a beautiful formula. It is so lightweight, so cloudy, so airy feeling, so weightless, so soft, buttery. I just really like it a lot. For these two shades, I did have to go in twice, but honestly they look so pretty that I have no problem with it. I'm really excited to use these lip souffles. So the only thing I can really think of to avoid it transferring onto your mask is going ahead and maybe setting them a little bit with powder and then a setting spray. But other than that, these are very, very pretty. I think this formula is great. I really enjoy it. So yeah. But alright you guys, that is it for my Rare Beauty review. This was my first impression review, and I think I really enjoyed what Rare Beauty has come out with, and I enjoyed what the company's message is, really focusing on mental health and just talking about everyone accepting who they are and just showcasing who you are, to be okay with that. So I really enjoy the message of this brand. I also am a big fan of Selena Gomez, but of course I always like to mention that will never, you know, deter me from being honest with you. And I really truly am not gonna lie, I enjoyed these products, especially for me. As of lately, I've been really focusing on my skincare a lot, and I still do very glam looks, but on a more everyday basis. This is like kind of a look I would do normally. I'm a very natural but a little bit of makeup kind of person, so I really enjoy these products because this is the kind of makeup I've been wearing a lot lately. Let me know if you guys picked up anything from Rare Beauty, or if you guys already have tried it. What products do you like from her line as of right now, and what do you want to see from her line? Also, make sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, because I do post new videos here every week. Also follow me on Instagram at Thehennaali, because I'm always on Instagram if not here on YouTube. But alright guys, that is it for this video. I hope to see you in the next one. Bye guys.